All right, morning guys. Beautiful day. It's only about 6 degrees, but the sun's out. So you're going to head out for a fly. Just thought I'd explain the process and what we have to go through, which is not a lot really. It's pretty simple. Just check the weather, blue sky, check the trees. Not much wind, but this is the process I go through for going for a fly. Alright, in the car, we'll just head out to the airport, which is about, for me, it's about 8 minutes away. First stop, bacon and eggs and a coffee. Okay, it's brekkie out of the way. And I generally just call the AWIS.
Automated Weather Information Service. Latrobe Valley Airport. Time 0039 Zulu. Wind 270 degrees magnetic at 11 knots. Visibility 25 kilometers. Cloud clear below 10,000 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 6.
Alright, so the wind's getting up as they forecast, but anyway, we'll just go through the process. I'm not sure whether I'll fly westerly. That's a dirt strip at Latrobe Valley. We could go in on the dirt out to the west. I generally go with a crosswind of 10 knots is enough for me. So the predominant strip at Latrobe Valley is 2103. For those who don't know, that's a compass bearing, so 210, and obviously 180 degrees the other way is 030 out to the northeast, so northeast southwest runway, and the dirt strip is due east west, so 270 and 090. So today, what did it just say? 11 knots westerly, so it is picking up. It's forecast to pick up, so it's a beautiful day with the sun outside. So the temptation's to go flying there. We might get a circuit or two in, or I'll show you a landing on the dirt. We'll see how we go. So driving into the airport, take a look at the tree, start to notice the wind, and here's our airport on our right. Might be able to see the windsock in the distance there. So I started to get a feel for the place, any aircraft flying around, and we're going to see the windsock over there. Wind is picking up. Alright, so made it out to the airfield. Things have changed a bit. There's a few people flying around. Get the lighting right. The probably hear on the microphone the wind's picked up. What we check on the way out, it was about 11 knots. Now it's blowing about 14 knots from the west. So comes a time when you just knock it on the head. I've flown before where, what do they say? It's better to be on the ground wishing you're in the air than in the air wishing you're on the ground. So we'll sit this one out today, but I'll show you a bit of a pre-flight and what I'd normally do to go flying. Alright, back in the hangar, a bit fresh out there and pretty gusty. For those that have been following along on the channel, so the Jabiru, I sold the Jabiru, that's sold in 2 days. Advertised it, and a gentleman rang up and bought it. They're coming down, today's Friday, so they're coming down on the weekend to pick up the Jabiru, and she's going to head to a new home up in Queensland. I don't know how I feel about that. Love that aeroplane, but you gotta move on. All right, so just a quick one. If I was, just work with me here, guys. If I was going to go flying, I walk in, I'm checking the floor for no leaks, no oil or fuel, nothing's run down, there's no stains. That's why I like a clean floor. Also checking my tyres. I've got 6 bungs that I remove. Each fuel tank, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the front, 5 in the intake, and 6 up here. Just my pitot tube that I made, just folded over a bit of hose, which goes neatly on the pitot. All right, then you'd walk around, check all the Jesus bolts if you like. Nothing's wearing or fraying. All your flight controls, quick check of those. Because it's your own aircraft, you get to know it pretty well. The horizontal stab, I always pay good attention to these 4 bolts. So it's just 4 A and 3 bolts that hold on the horizontal stab. So good look at those. Cable tensions, I think it's 30 pound on the rudder. All the usual stuff, turnbuckles, elevator, full and free, nothing's rubbing. Quick look up on top, no bird's nests. With my patented dipstick, I just I like to dip the fuel tank. I can just reach. I'm 6 foot high, 6 foot tall, so I've got 30 litres each side, and cap goes back on straight away. Check the vent. Because we're not flying, I just put the cover back on. Check the oil. Quick wipe. It's got 3 dots on the stick. I just look for the, as long as the oil's on the 2nd dot, which it will be, between the 1st and 2nd dot, we're good to go. Otherwise it just spits it out into the overflow bottle. Dipstick back in, close the lid. And inside the aircraft, obviously all the perspex is clean. Keep the aircraft nice and clean anyway. Clean windscreen, all the bugs are off it. Inside, check the headsets there. All my switches are down, levers are in. Just what I sort of say. Switches down, levers are in, ignition's off. So I can turn the prop. These bungs would normally be out. Then I rotate the prop. I give it 12 compressions. Bit hard with one hand. 1, 2, 3. So 12 compressions. The reason I give it 12 compressions is 6 cylinder, 12 times means all the 6 exhaust valves and 6 inlet valves all open up, and you're just feeling for any mechanical issues there, metal on metal. And back inside, basically that's it. We're good to go. I need to charge up my iPad. I'll do that today. Then simply open up the hangar doors. Open up the hangar doors, push the aircraft out, good to go. Where can we go? I'll show you that. Just one other thing, you do your fuel water check. So the 3 drain points on the both wings and just between the legs underneath here, I've just got my my fuel drain. Push that up, fuel comes out, and you just check for water. So the next check, jump onto the bomb radar for my region. So Traralgon is just in here. You've got Melbourne, Port Phillip Bay, and you can see the weather is swirling up from the south. That's why it's so cold at the moment, coming up from Tasmania. So jump online, have a look at this. Wasn't going to go anywhere today, but that's a check for any rain that's coming in. Okay, next thing, jump onto Oz runways. The iPad's normally in the aircraft. I've just got it on, pulled it out to put it on charge. It does charge what's in the aircraft, but it's just going flat over time. Open up Oz runways. I hotspot it to my phone for my internet. And I'll just clear this up a bit. get rid of some plans, previous plans. So if I go out a bit here, Melbourne and Port Phillip Bay, this is the, what do you call it, VTC chart, something like that. And all the airports are circled. So aeroplane is our current position, or the position of the iPad. Put that in the middle. Now the pink. The pink is controlled airspace. So just up the road, you've got the light blue being Royal Australian Air Force Base, the RAF base at East Sale. So that's a no-go zone. If I tap on this pink, the darker pink, it tells me there, East Sale, restricted 359A, East Sale, surface to 6,000, and also 6,000 to 21,000. So think of it as an upside down wedding cake, if you like. That's laying flat on the bench. So from the surface to 21,000 feet, you can't go into this circle here in our local area. Now for me, that's about, it's about 10 or 15 nautical miles to the edge of this circle, so you don't go in it. The lighter pink out here, so this is where that wedding cake steps out. So directly above me at the moment, above the airport, if we click on here, we've got RAF East Sale airspace from 6,000 feet to 21,000 feet. So for all our sport flyers, we could fly all the way around there, below 6,000 feet. However, you need to be aware when you change over a dark line, pretty sure down here is only 4,000 feet. So from 4,000 to 21,000. So generally, if you stay around this local area below 3,000 or 3,500, you're pretty right. But there are some hills. So to go to Yarram, direct to Yarram, there are some hills. Where are we? So this hill here, 2,862 feet high, but you're not allowed above 4,000 feet, and you're not allowed within 500 feet of the ground. So it's fairly tight going across there, but you can do it. So we check that, and then anywhere out here we can fly pretty much. The blue circles, we start getting into Melbourne airspace, and that steps down 8,500 feet, 4,000, 2,000, etc. So you just have to be aware of your surrounds, but pretty much anywhere out here you can do whatever you like. All right, so there you go, guys. But a quick down and dirty on how we go about flying. So you don't have to tell anyone. Taxi out, off you go. Make your radio calls, of course, and go and have fun. So yeah, something to look at. Hope you enjoyed that. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching.